the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley after a big weekend of all of his amazing predictions that he's probably running from bookies from this morning. And
No, I was right on everything. Literally everything. I said Michigan was going to
you got
destroy
that
Michigan
right.
State,
Yeah.
which they did. I said the Lions, that's a trip-up game in Baltimore.
It's over
I
for the
said that.
Lions. It's over.
No,
It's done. Their season's over. The wheels fell off.
no. I said even if the wheels did fall off, which that wasn't this. This was just Baltimore playing great.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was, and we'll get into that. That's like those two stories are my third story.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll get into that's a tease. We'll touch on that. We'll touch on, but yeah, we had the Bras for a Cause on Friday.
Did, which I heard was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
Sam was fantastic as the co-host, and it was a lot of fun. You and I know this is when you're doing an auction, sometimes it's like pulling teeth, and there were bouts of that, but not many on Friday. We had a few go for above the price, which is good.
Yeah. I have to tell you, I've gotten to the point with charity things where I don't want to be the auctioneer anymore. When you're auctioning things off and people are sitting there at a charity function, bargain shopping.
Yeah,
I literally get pissed. I mean, and sometimes if you look at what's getting auctioned and it comes with a lot of extra things that you might have to pay for after the fact. All right. Maybe. And then maybe that organization ought to look at what they're auctioning off. But if you're sitting there bargain shopping over something the relative value over, you don't belong at the auction.
Yeah, exactly.
You really don't.
Great point. Yeah.
And then, auctioneers themselves or MCs of events, we're there for a purpose. We're there to help make some money.
Yeah. And it is, you got to really, and I have all the respect in the world for the professional auctioneers, like the guy we have had come in
Alan,
and do this for us.
Alan,
and watching him struggle with that.
He turns around and gives you that look like this.
It's like, what, and he does that for a living. And that's where you actually, you'd actually start to feel a little bit better because, this guy's struggling with it, and he does this professionally.
Yeah.
So, we had some really good tables though on Friday that were really jacking bids up and really going and getting it.
I guess the question would be, how south did you get? And
I kept it under control. I've definitely had more to drink at those functions. I definitely had. I had, I think, 5, which is about one more than I like to have. But at events like that, I've gone up to the 7, 8, 9, which is where you're just done the next day.
Yep.
And I didn't feel great. I was a little sluggish on Saturday, but fortunately, the hotel had that $15 all you can eat buffet.
Oh, they charged you?
And I just piled on the sausage and the bacon.
I personally like the free breakfast
potatoes.
Those are always great.
Well, I prefer those, but since I had the room for free anyway,
right?
It was the getting out of that. Oh, and I had the bar tab was free.
Oh,
so I threw in a few dollars in tips for the bar.
Of course,
the bar,
a few.
And then,
that would be 3.
Yeah, and I think it's 3, maybe 4. $3, maybe $4. It'd be like every other drink I'd tip.
Wow.
And you have to make sure, here's the key though, is when you do that, you have to make sure they see you putting the dollar in the jar, because they have a jar there and they can't be looking away. This is a mistake. You can't just, they got their head down and they're mixing the drink so they can't tell. You got to wait till they're looking so you can tell. And then they say, Oh, thank you. Very important.
You
need your tips acknowledged.
Who ended up in that room with you?
No, just me. Dude, I was asleep.
Think about this, Dave.
Turned on the TV.
Free hotel, free booze,
dude.
Some out of town strange. I mean,
you understand.
This isn't Cutlerville stuff. This is wherever you're from. This is West Coast.
This
Tell me you didn't go home.
It's Spring Lake. All right. Nice Spring Lake. Nice town.
Yeah.
Good people there. A lot of fun. Again, no. I went to the room. I turned on the baseball game and fell asleep. I was probably asleep by 10:30. Without question. And then.
Not what the video camera showed.
Okay, what?
I did a FOIA request of all the lobby footage.
Well, that's the other thing is usually a lot of times I'll go to the event in the bra. This time I was smart. I wore actually this shirt and just carried the bra and the sunglasses.
So you were just modeling the bra in the middle of the afternoon for the fun of it?
Well, no, I usually go there with in costume.
Right. But I did see some pictures of the bra earlier in the afternoon, which
that was like showing. Yeah, that was a preview. That was
just you in the room dressing up.
Yes. Yes. So you
That's
could
not a whole level of creepy or anything.
What? That was to promote the event. That wasn't because I need to feel.
That wasn't just you.
Pretty.
Hey, look at me! I'm locked up in a hotel room wearing a bra. I'm pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't that.
No. It was not that. That was to promote the event.
Good on you for doing what you can to help protect the Tatas.
There you go.
I applaud you.
Well,
and the fact that you come on here and lie about what you took back to your room is beyond me.
I lie. I don't lie, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of lying, that was one of those things, and we'll get into that. That's was a good segue into the first story. But
let's have it.
I had a good another one of those good parenting moments where I actually made the mistake and I had to apologize, but it came with an asterisk because Max didn't bring his laptop to get. He's got some math homework, some assignments because he didn't have to go to school today. So I've got him today. He's still asleep right now.
Yeah.
But Alexa had moved it when I went to pick him up on Saturday morning because I didn't have him Friday because of the charity event. So I pick him up, and the deal was, hey. You get 4 math assignments done. I'll take you to your girlfriend's on Sunday. So anyway, he's like, oh, I don't have my laptop. And again, Alexa had moved it, and I had accused him. I was like, no, it's like, this is bullshit. You're just trying to get out of it. Because he has done this before. He had established a track record, and then. I saw a text from Alexa. Hey, he's not going to be able to do his math homework because I moved his laptop. Okay. And he said, see, I said, look, and I apologize. I said, look, I'm sorry about that. However, this is why it's important to be honest. This is why I drill into his head. I want him to be kind to people, but I said that being honest is more important than being nice in my, but you be honest, because once you break your word to people, and they can't trust you, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. Like he would get this in school sometimes. Like he wasn't being loud or something, but he's got a reputation for not being able to shut up. And I don't know where he gets that from. Obviously. I'm quiet as a church mouse.
I couldn't. Jesus Christ! I can't believe it here.
Exactly.
I'm shocked.
Exactly. So,
verbose
but no, I had to talk with him.
Verbose is the word I'm thinking of.
Okay. Anyway. So, I had that discussion with him. It's like, this is why it's important. Just be straight. No matter what the consequence, it's always the best. Be honest.
You
be
just
trustworthy.
Said that, and now you're reinforcing it again after you acknowledge the fact that you're verbose.
Yes. No, I wasn't talking about being verbose.
Continue with verbosity after being verbose.
I was talking to him about honesty.
Yes.
This is why you need to be honest.
You've been talking about honesty for 3 minutes.
Okay.
You're doing great.
I'm sorry. Do you want to interject with what happened on AFV?
I wasn't able to watch AFV last night. I was at a soccer game for my granddaughter Elise.
Oh, look at you! See, you had a good grandpa moment. I had a good dad moment. And anyway, so he acknowledged, I got to be more honest. So there you go. So it was
Did you talk to him for an hour nonstop about it, like you just did us, or was it?
Okay, I'm sorry. Like here's the thing with you, because you have an attention span that's even shorter than my 13-year-old.
Right.
Sometimes with you, I got to pound it home.
Yeah.
Because you're still gonna miss the point.
What?
Because you still don't exactly.
Okay.
All right. Again, speaking of honesty, Faith in our leaders continues to weaken. According to the latest poll, just 53% of U.S. adults uh, surveyed say they have hardly any confidence at all in those running for Congress. That's actually up from 49% in March. Just 3% have a great deal of confidence. Only 39% have any confidence in the executive branch. Bottom line is that you don't value truth. You're going to continue to get this every election because we don't value truth. And as much as I like to crap on these people, and I do it all the time. I lying liars, I compare them to whores, but that's a disservice to whores who actually give you something for your money. That's what we want. They're just giving us what we say we want. We want people to be honest, but we really actually don't.
Right.
As much as I try to instill that value, collectively we don't. So this is what we get. So it's really not on them. It's more on us. If we start behaving, if we start valuing that, maybe they'll be more honest. So again, I put that even more on to the voter than I do the individual crooked politicians.
Okay. I could look at it from the angle and say that disrupting trust in everything that we hold dear is where this problem started. And if you looked at it from the highest viewpoint, that trust has been disrupted in any layer of our lives, from what we believe in faith-wise to what we trust scientifically, to what we trust who we elect, to how we trust the police, to how we trust this. And where did all this distrust come from? Who paid to get us to distrust all of our systems? And I'm not going to single out one candidate. I'm not going to single out one entity. I'm not going to single out one group. But look at the destruction that's coming to us through manners we don't know. And everybody's out there still screaming, freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. And they are all freaking wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's not a freedom of speech issue. Percentages of our population are being tainted by false messaging. They are being told things that they don't understand in ways that they don't understand them coming through. And they are starting to believe differently about everything that they hold dear. From faith to law, to politics, to everything else that's in our lives. They have found a way to crack this society. And the enemies of the United States are in our, you know what? They all stand there going, look, they're crashing our borders because they're going to invade us. It's already happened. And it's not poor people. It's people who want to split this country in two, and they're doing it very well. And if you look at it honestly, they're putting us into factions. We are being turned into factions as we speak. We are pulled more apart than we are together over everything.
Do you think you've been tainted by that personally? Do you think do you think your views have been tainted by outside influences?
I think that I have done a pretty good job in protecting myself from getting into a lot of that. I have not done the rabbit hole things online that a lot of people have done. And I'm really pretty good at spotting what's propaganda and what's news. I can't say that I haven't been affected somewhat. I don't think anybody can say that they have been affected somewhat. But what I can say is that there are some of us who have advanced knowledge over media and how things work. Mm-hmm. And to understand that and to try to explain it to people, especially those who have been grown up to believe in what they hear and see from trusted authorities, to try and explain that to them is remarkably difficult.
Do you think? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because that's what they're told to believe. Mm-hmm. And if somebody a preacher comes along and says, "This is what you need to do," or if a politician that they believe most of their values line with, it's a big problem. And if you want to get back to the idea of where we need to go with this, there needs to be some kind of sensible regulation on what gets to us. That's all. But it's not censorship.
Again, we run into that problem of these entities are not trustworthy. Okay, that we didn't all of a sudden lose trust in these people or these institutions because they've been giving us the truth.
We were told
we lost trust, and we were
told
because
to
they
not trust the
lied.
police. We were told to not trust this.
Okay.
We were told to not trust politicians.
So you're not putting the onus on these individual politicians. You're putting it on these outside entities more.
I am putting it on the people who are lying themselves on money and control.
But what about the individuals who do the lying, and those of us who don't care really, who go say, "Oh, that's politics. Okay. That's just how it's done."
Well, sit there with your complacent attitude and continue to watch. See, over the last week, we started to have political threats. All the Speaker of the House bullshit. We've had legitimate death threats placed on people in Congress. Mm-hmm. That's third world shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third world crap has entered our political system. There's no arguing there. The fourth world is trying to get over our border because they've got no better life anywhere else.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. And we're sitting here going, "Oh, it's all poor people's problems." No, it's not. It's blind ignorance is what it is, and it's the simple fact that we refuse to go, okay, maybe the wool got pulled over our eyes here. Maybe we need to turn things around and really reset stuff.
I just don't know how we reset it until we start electing, until we, again, and I put in the onus on you, me, people who, all of us individually, who participate in our democratic republic, and those who choose not to. Those who decide, I'm washing my hands of this.
Continue.
I'm going to Pontius Pilate this for this coming election. If we get these,
and you continue to watch radicalized factions of ridiculous agendas continue to grow in the United States, and it's going to run us right into the rest of the world where they want us to be. Congratulations, you win.
I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to say we've got to value honesty and truth, and we'll get better politicians instead of the same. We're going to regurgitate 2020 all over again. That's what's going to happen in 2024. That's what's going to happen because we don't expect more of these people. So we're going to have two lying geriatrics go against each other again. And that's on us. This isn't on those two people whose names I won't mention. This is on us.
Look at the broader scope
of everything.
Go higher than just a presidential election. Next story.
We cut again. Yeah, it's too much. Astronomers have detected a mysterious blast of radio waves. The burst is one of the most distant and energetic that's ever been observed. The radio waves lasting a millisecond took 8 billion years to reach the Earth. I mean, I guess that's a long way. I don't really know what it means. It's interesting. It's one of those things in my old history teacher. It doesn't put any more bread on your table. It's just interesting to know.
That's right.
8 billion years.
Yeah.
8 billion.
Long ways.
Wow.
And the reality of it is that if that was from a society, it's probably gone by now.
Oh, yeah. You think? Maybe?
Yeah, you never know.
Finally, as we teased earlier, rough weekend for the Lions and Sparty. Detroit's 4-game winning streak came to an end in Baltimore, 38-6. They still lead the NFL. No, they still lead the NFL. Okay, you can stop crapping on Lion fans now.
You know what? Did you see the flood on eBay of all the Lions crap?
Oh, no. Well, no. Still a 3-game lead in the NFC North. They're winning the division. No. They're hosting a playoff game at minimum.
Nope.
So they're going to be fine. Lions are going to be fine.
It's over.
MSU going down at home to number 2 Michigan in Spartan Stadium. The Wolverines roll 49-0. MSU has now dropped 5 straight, fallen to 2-5. Worst Michigan State team of my lifetime. This is a team 2 years ago that won 11 games. Michigan now still hasn't played anybody, including Michigan State. Michigan State sucks this year. Mm-hmm. We all know it. Mm-hmm. Michigan has played nobody. They're 8-0. Again, still might be the best team in college football. And they have played cupcake, all the way up to 8 cupcakes.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The Bears, they blow out the Vegas Raiders 30-12. Denver tops Green Bay 19-17. Texas evens their ALCS series with Houston, winning 9-2. That series tied at 3 games apiece.
Who are the Vegas
to a
Raiders?
Game 7. The Las Vegas Raiders. They used to be the Oakland Raiders. Then they were the LA Raiders, and then they were the Oakland Raiders.
All right, football.
Yes,
all
this
right.
is football.
Now,
okay,
now
sorry.
All right, I didn't know that.
You didn't know
Vegas...
you didn't know the Green Bay was football.
I knew Green Bay. I didn't know who Vegas Raiders were.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Jeopardy today is Did You Know? It could
right.
be a tender song from the 70s. It could be.
I'm looking forward to this.
All right. You ready?
Go ahead.
This 19th century president was a champion wrestler who only lost one match to another soldier. I just turned into a Jersey guy.
Mm-hmm.
To another soldier in the Illinois Volunteer Militia.
I believe that was our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln.
Give the man $200. Look at you. 53,400 in the hole. What a day. What a way to start a Monday. Dave Cackley.
Shoveling out of it.
A great one. And let's get that math homework done.
See ya!
Happy Monday, Muskegon. Isolated showers will be possible today, but things will get warmer this week, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Your weather headlines show we will have isolated showers today. We're not expecting anything too widespread or that heavy either, but then on Tuesday, once the rain moves out of the region, we will actually see a nice and warm day as well, with temperatures finally back into the 60s, and then by Wednesday, more rain will return, and that pattern will stick around into the weekend with quite a rainy stretch incoming. Temperature-wise today, though, will likely be in the mid-50s, so about where we were yesterday, but that warming trend will really begin on Tuesday. But before we get to Tuesday, we have to deal with some isolated rain showers, and this is primarily due to the warmer air returning back into West Michigan, so expect some scattered to isolated showers during the afternoon hours especially. So for your Monday, expect a high of 56 with those isolated showers, otherwise will be cloudy today. Going overnight, will cool down to 49 with showers continuing, especially during the evening hours. But like I said, by Tuesday will likely be dry, and that could be our only dry day for the rest of the work week, as we do have a chance of rain Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but thankfully temperatures will be in the 60s for the most part this week, until we'll likely cool down over the weekend, getting back into the 40s. And that's your Monday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon Channel, and I'm Cole Woods Weather, and enjoy your day today.